Hey guys, how's it going? God, I feel like I'm yelling. So I have a bunch of empties today, which I actually have like a lot of empties this month. Beauty Q-tips, guys. I finished these up, and if you do not have these, you need them, okay? I have another box that I keep in my vanity, so I'll show you what the Q-tip looks like. You probably already like know what these look like, but basically, as opposed to a regular Q-tip that has like a rounded edge on it, these are pointed like this. So what I really love to use these for is fixing beauty mistakes. And my favorite is when I do winged eyeliner. I dip this in some makeup remover and I just like wipe, you know, a little line underneath, and voila, perfection. People will think that you can do your eyeliner perfect, but you'll be like, no, it was my Q-tip. A couple hair things I finished. I don't know how many hair things are in here. Maybe only a few. This is the Shea Moisture Raw Deep Treatment Mask. Raw Shea Butter Deep Treatment Mask with sea kelp and argan oil for dry, damaged hair to heal and strengthen. Heal, grow, and strengthen. So, I mean, on the one hand, I have blue hair right now, so I don't think any hair masks are necessarily like keeping my hair from being damaged. Obviously, I'm coloring my hair, but I started using this when I was blonde, obviously my natural color, and I really, really, really like this. It is very like, it's empty obviously, but it smells like just like shea, it smells like straight up shea butter pretty much. It doesn't have like a weird scent or anything like that. It's super, super thick and creamy. And I like to put it on and leave it on for like 10 to 20 minutes. And usually what I'll do is put my hair up, put it all over my hair, like a ton of it, like I glob it on. And then I'll obviously turn the water off, either get out of the shower, or I'll sit there and shave my legs and watch Netflix or something and wait. And then I rinse it out. And about once a week I would use it, and I really, really liked this. Definitely would repurchase. I think these only go for maybe 10 to 12 bucks at Ulta, and it did last me for a few months, several months actually, with regular use. So a little goes a long way. This tub is 12 ounces, so even if you used 1 ounce every time, which is quite a lot, it would last 12 uses, which is like 3 months if you use it every week. So it's a really good price. These are both Caudalie face masks. The large one is the Instant Detox, and the small one is the Glycolic mask. Let's see if I can show you here. Back in holiday, like of last year, I think I bought these in either October or November of 2015. So I had these for like 9-10 months, I think, or more. They did a set at Sephora. It was like 40 bucks for 3 face masks. It came with a full size of this and 2 minis, this one and another one. I love both of these. 100% would repurchase both of these. The Detox mask is a pink clay mask. And as clay masks go, I find this to be one of the more nourishing, because clay masks usually, you know, they dry on the skin. It doesn't make your skin really clean and clean up acne and things like that. But sometimes clay masks can be really drying, and this is not too drying, which is why I like it. I feel like I'm yelling. Let me just bring my voice down to a normal level. Which is why I like this, because I have very dry skin and my skin is very like sensitive to harshly drying products. So if you're in the market for like a drying clay mask, or a clay mask that dries and cleans out impurities but is not harsh on the skin, 100% recommend this. I think this one retails for 40 bucks all by itself, but it is a 2.5 ounce mask. So for example, like Glam Glow masks are like 60 bucks, 70 bucks, but they're only 1 ounce. So this is 2.5 times the amount of product. So it does last for a very long time, and it is worth the price. The Glycolic mask, again, is one you leave on for about 10 minutes, but it has glycolic acid in it, which is supposed to smooth the surface of the skin, help lighten, brighten the complexion. I use glycolic acid on its own as well, so I'm familiar with like its effects and whatnot, but this one is wonderful as well. Wouldn't say that if you have extremely sensitive skin that you might enjoy it, because it has a little bit of a tingling sensation, but it definitely helps to clear up the complexion. It is one that I like to use when I have a breakout that's not maybe horrible, but a breakout that I want to just kind of try to smooth over a little bit and soothe. So I really did like this mask also. I finished up a Garnier Micellar Water. I had one of these in my last video. I'll probably have one in the next video. I just opened a new bottle. This is just a great makeup remover, and everybody has their preference in terms of which micellar waters they like the most if they use one. So what I do to remove my makeup at night is I take a cotton pad with micellar water all over my face, then I go in and cleanse my face after I've removed all of my makeup. Usually it'll take me about 2 cotton pads to get everything off if I'm wearing like what I'm wearing today, which obviously is a full face of makeup. So recommend. I got these for like buy one get one half off or something a while ago, so I stocked up on a couple bottles, so I still have another backup. Another hair product, this is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. This is like a protein-based treatment for damaged hair. This is a spray-in, leave-in product that you do so you would like wash, condition your hair when you get out of the shower and your hair is wet. You spray this all over and comb it through. I really like this. I really did like what it did for my hair. I felt it made my hair very soft. The drying process kind of just made it easier, like it just made my hair feel more silky. However, I have heard mixed reviews on this, and I don't really know how to feel because like first when I was trying to get recommendations from people on what to use for like damaged hair, everybody recommended this to me, and then I saw like some hairstylists saying like actually it's not really good for your hair. So if you are a hairstylist, in your own personal experience at least, whether this is good for the hair or damaging in the long run, honestly I really can't say. I'm obviously not an expert on this, and I did enjoy it. I used up the whole bottle. I probably would repurchase it, but I don't want to go repurchase it if it's not good for my hair. So I don't know, y'all can tune in if you have some input, some insight on that. I have some Perfectly Posh stuff that I used up. This is the Tea Tree Cleansing, the Pore-Fect Cleansing Bar. This is a tea tree soap, like a facial soap. I did talk about this in the last skincare video that I did. This is a great like kind of just a cleansing bar. I have it, like I kept it in my shower to wash my face, so it's just very like gentle. The tea tree obviously is good. It's antibacterial, it's good for acne, didn't dry out my skin, so it's a nice like, I think it's 10 bucks for a 7-ounce bar, and it lasted for a really long time. This is the Berry Happy body bar, so this was like just a soap that I used. I love their soaps. I've gone through a whole bunch of soaps. I'm trying to go through like all the Posh stuff that I have, and then I'll order some more. My friend Rue sells it, and she's awesome, and I really do like their products. These were some bath bombs from the holiday season, I guess, like from Christmas. They weren't my favorite. These weren't my favorite. Like usually like when I think bath bombs, I think like it's gonna get all fizzy and the water's gonna get all foamy, and they didn't really make the water foamy. They kind of just made the water like smell nice. So for like scent, I really did like them. They didn't foam up, and that's what I would have wanted them to do. But that's okay. I got, you know, it's all good. I used up this body wash from Philosophy. This is a fresh cream body wash. It's kind of hard to like read it when it's empty, but you guys, this smell is the best smell. When I first bought this, I bought it online, and I was thinking like, oh, fresh cream, like that's weird, like it's gonna smell like milk. Like to me that doesn't sound pleasant. It just smells like a soft, lightly sweet, just creamy scent. I don't really know how else to describe it. Like, it smells like whipped cream in the best possible way. I really like their body washes. I'm not going to buy any more because I have more body wash I need to go through, and they are expensive. I really do like them. They're nice, but I only buy them when they're on sale, and I haven't bought any in a while. I was just using up a stash that I bought a while ago. Alright, I finished up, finally, the Clean Apothecary brush shampoo. This was a 4-ounce goat's milk brush cleaner. I cleaned all of it out from the inside. This is a nice brush cleaner. I think a while ago I talked about how I like the Beautyblender Solid Bar Cleanser better than I like this one, which I do really like the Beautyblender Solid, but it's a lot more expensive. It's about the same price, but it's 1/4 the amount of product. Like it's like 16 or 17 bucks for 1 ounce, and this is like 18 or 20 bucks for 4 ounces, so it's a lot cheaper. I really did like it. It was effective, but it wasn't my favorite. I recently purchased there's an Artist brush soap. A friend of mine who is a makeup artist recommended it to me because you can buy it at like Michael's, like at craft stores. It's actually a cleanser meant to be used for artist brushes, like paint brushes, but it's actually really gentle, and it is gentle enough to be used on makeup brushes as well, because it is designed for brushes, just more designed for like paint and stuff like that. But it's very, I think it's called the Masters brush cleanser, and I got a bar of it for like $6. So instead of purchasing this, I'm gonna use that. It's a lot cheaper and I find it to be just as effective, but that is also a good product. It's just not like my favorite. I went through these Korres face washes. There's a Kiwi and a Grape. Both are exfoliating face washes. Now I don't know if these are discontinued or if they still sell them, because they were on sale at Sephora a while back, and actually a gift from a friend of mine. So I don't know if Sephora was just clearing out their stock or if they still carry them, but these were really, really nice. The Grape was like a little more rough, like a deep exfoliating scrub, and the Kiwi is a gentle exfoliating scrub. So for dry skin, the Kiwi is probably better. It's a little more nourishing. But these were really, really nice. I enjoyed both. They were only like less than 2 ounces each, but they lasted me for like months and months. They lasted for a really long time. Yeah, I really like these and I would recommend them. This is the Origins Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. If you don't like rose stuff, you would hate this. It's like a clay mask, so it does harden, but it has like micro fine, not beads, not like fake beads, but it has like a micro fine exfoliant in it. So when you put this on and you rinse it off, it does like exfoliate as you take it off, but it also is a clay mask, so it does dry. This one is like, it doesn't really like get rid of acne or anything like that. It's kind of meant to like brighten the skin and kind of retexturize it, obviously to kind of work on the texture of the skin if you have texture issues. I really did enjoy it, and I find it to be like soothing and nourishing, but it's not like the most effective mask, so probably not something I would run out and repurchase for right now, but in the future, if it was on sale or something, I'm sure I would pick it up again. But there are other face masks that I do like more than that one that I would probably repurchase first. Speaking of masks, I think this is the last one. This is the Ren Glycolic Lactic Rapid Renewal? Radiance Renewal. So this has lactic acid in it, which if you guys, like the other one I said that has glycolic acid, this has lactic acid. Lactic acid is supposed to really like make your skin bright and make your skin like luminous and whatnot. So this one is kind of hard to explain. It's a gel. It has like a really weird pump on it. Like it's like a really like gel. It really tingles when you put it on. Like it really, really tingles because it does have lactic acid. I like it, but I don't know that it did that much. Like when I first got it, I was like, wow, this is so great. Like it just makes my skin feel clean. But it's like a $55 mask, and I bought it a really long time ago. It took me forever to finally use it up. I don't know why it took me so long. I just didn't use it very often, and I think because I didn't use it very often, I felt like it wasn't as effective, because most masks, like, you want to use them like once a week, and you know, you feel like it's effective because you're using it weekly. I wasn't using it weekly, I was using it kind of infrequently, so maybe it is more effective than I thought it was. It just didn't do a ton for me, so I like it, but I don't love it, and I feel like for $55, I wouldn't probably spend the money. I probably would go for something like the Caudalie Glycolic mask, which I liked a little more. Okay, a couple more skincare things. These were Philosophy Back to Nurture. There was a cream, like a night cream, and then this like serum, and these came together, and I had these for a really long time. Also, these were also a gift from a friend of mine. This was a oil Gelee, and then this was just a cream. So you're supposed to like cleanse, put this on, then put this on. This felt so cool. This was like a silicone slip feel, and you put this all over your skin and it would just like melt into your skin. This was so great, and I really did like the cream. Also, you're supposed to layer them together and use them at nighttime, specifically at night, because I did use this during the day a couple times, and I realized that when I went to put on makeup, my makeup would like slip off my skin. So this was a good nighttime one. I would like wake up and my skin would feel so smooth, like so moisturized and hydrated. So I really did like these, but I don't know if they discontinued this line or they still carry them. I wouldn't go out and buy them right now because, like, again, I have other stuff that I put on my face at night. I was on a mission this year to, like, use up, like, all the skincare that I had sitting around that I didn't use. This was one of them. This was a Clinique moisturizer, even better, 20 SPF moisturizer. I have a confession to make, you guys. I didn't finish this. This still has products in it. But this went bad, I'm pretty sure. So I remember when I had a foundation last time that I said, oh, I bought this foundation before my wedding, which was like my wedding was like 2.5 years ago. I bought this moisturizer before my wedding, and I remember because I bought it, I wanted something with SPF because I knew I was going to be going on my honeymoon, and I was like, I want to bring something to wear. I brought this on my trip. I used it, and then I came home and I just stopped using it, and I just like didn't use it. And so then eventually I kind of lost it in my drawer, and I found it, and I was like, oh, it's really old. So I didn't even finish it, but it's just hella old. I wouldn't really probably repurchase Clinique moisturizers now because, like, there's just so many moisturizers I like more, that I feel like they do more for my skin. This is one of them. This is the Philosophy Renewed Hope in a jar, and this was my second or third jar that I used up. This is a really, really good day cream, especially if you have dry skin, but it doesn't contain SPF, so then I end up still taking SPF for the face and mixing it into my moisturizer each day. Again, I finished this a while ago, so I've actually been using the Perfectly Posh one like during the day and an Origins one at nighttime. But I really do like this moisturizer. If you're in the market for just like a really nice, like, daily basic moisturizer that's not going to irritate your skin, this is really good. It is a little expensive, but Philosophy always has sales going on, and you also can buy like kits that come with multiple products, or you get a discount. So I have never paid full price. I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks, but I usually get it for like less than half of that. And it does last like quite a while. The last skincare item is this Korres Wild Rose Face and Eye Serum. I, again, used this up a while ago, like probably even before my last empties maybe, and I forgot about it, I don't know. There was a night cream too that I finished up, and it was in my last video, and I must have finished this around the same time. So this is a serum that was supposed to pair with their sleeping night facial, the Wild Rose. And I think I talked about last time that, like, I liked it, but it didn't like blow me out of the water or anything. There are other serums and like night products that I like more than this, so it is a good product, but it's not something I would go repurchase. Also, the rose scent is very strong. Like, I talked about the Origins thing smells like roses, but only slightly. That is like intensely rosy. Okay, everything else I have left is makeup. So I have a Cover FX custom cover drops that I finished. This is in the shade N25. And as you can see, this freaking packaging is messy. It's like every time you open it, it got all crusty on the inside here. So it took me a while to finish these up, over a year, I think, to finish these. I have another shade N20 that matches me a lot better. I kind of made the mistake of buying something that was matched to me when I was self-tanning, which was stupid on my part. I matched and was like, oh, it matches. And then once my tan wore off, it was like way too dark. But I mixed it with other lighter products, basically. So the Cover FX custom cover drops are basically like straight pigment. Liquid pigment to add to other products to make them more pigmented, or to add to products with no pigment, like a moisturizer, to make it like a foundation or a tinted moisturizer or whatever. So these are great. They add pigment, they do what they say they're gonna do. I have had really good experiences with these on my dry skin. I have seen reviews from people with different skin than mine that have said that they don't like them, or they didn't mix well with certain products. So experiment and see which products they mix nicely with. If you go to Sephora, you can get a sample. So certainly get a sample before you buy the full size, because it's like $45 for 1 ounce of product. Or not 1 ounce, a half an ounce. It's like $44 for a half an ounce of product. So definitely get a sample before you spend the money, because I didn't, and I did end up liking them, but I did not get a sample first. So I recommend getting a sample first. I used up this Colossal Volume Cat Eye Mascara from Maybelline. Yeah, I liked it. It's nice. It's not my favorite. Right now I'm using the Tarte Light Sky My Lashes, which I love and would repurchase in a heartbeat. This was nice, but not my favorite. But it was like $5, so, you know, I'm not too choosy when it comes to mascara because I pretty much always wear lashes, so it's kind of like, what's the point? 2 pairs of lashes I used up, and I kind of like cried and lamented over both pairs, and by kind of I mean like I was completely heartbroken. So these are the #1 lash, and look at, this just broke my heart, like I ripped it in half. My babies. So one of the lashes is intact, the other one's broken. If anyone is really good at like how to put lashes back together or how to like stack and fix lashes, let me know. I've watched a couple of videos on stacking lashes where you take like one pair and cut them up and stack another pair, which I might try to do because honestly I really do want to salvage these lashes because they're like $30 each and they're really, really nice and I love them, but I was just so sad. I was too rough with them. You know what I mean? Like I was too rough on the lashes and I eventually broke them. These are the Elo Jello lashes and I got tons of views. I probably wore these like over 20 times. But you can see like I pulled a whole piece off this lash. So the whole end of the lash is broken off. So I might try to fix these. I'm going to probably keep them, I guess, on my vanity and maybe decide what I want to do with them. I used up a House of Lashes eyelash adhesive in the dark tone. I really like their adhesive. I tend to buy the mini pack that comes with the regular and the dark because it's cheaper than buying the tubes separately, and they do tend to dry up eventually if you don't use them. So anyway, okay, the last item I have is a beauty blender, a Pro beauty blender. I'm gonna do a little bit of an experiment with this, see if I have a pair of scissors sitting around. So I probably have talked about this before, but I keep my beauty blenders for a really long time. And the reason I do is because they are expensive, and if I can care for my beauty blender and make it last for a really long time, I will. So I was curious because I had 2 beauty blenders that I still have. I recently bought some new ones, so like I bought just the pink ones. I got them on sale. I got them for like half off, so that's why I bought a set of 2 of the pink ones. But I have a purple one and a Pro one that I've had for a really long time. And I checked in my Sephora order history because I was curious to know. I was like, I wonder how long I've owned these for. Like, when did I buy these? So this one I bought, I think it was May 2015. So I've had this one for about 1.5 years. And this one's fine. This one's a little, like, hard. It's a little, even when I wet it, obviously when I wet it and use it, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of, it's the reason why I'm getting rid of it is it's not that it's in bad shape, but I bought this in like January 2014. I've had this beauty blender for 2.5 years. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's disgusting. That's a sponge that went all over your face. That's unsanitary that you kept it for that long. I hear you, and that's why I'm gonna throw it away. Because I have had it for 2.5 years, and I have used it for 2.5 years, and it hasn't fallen apart. There's no nicks in it from my nails. So I just want to show you guys, like, I just want to tell you right now, if you've been thinking about buying a beauty blender and you're like, it's too expensive, it's a $20 sponge, it's not worth it. It's probably not sanitary to keep it for this long, but they easily last 1.5 years. At about 1.5 years, you probably should replace them, which is why I got a couple new ones. But I just want to let you know that they do last for a really long time, and if you clean them with proper care, like, this isn't even that stained, like, it's still black, like, it isn't even like a weird color or anything. But I have seen videos where people cut their beauty blender open because they want to see what's on the inside. Because I've heard rumors that it'll hold a bunch of product in the middle, right? That it's unsanitary and blah, blah, blah. So I'm cutting my beauty blender, like, out of curiosity. You guys saw those videos where people, like, open their beauty blenders and there were bugs inside? So I had, like, a morbid curiosity to see if there were bugs inside of my beauty blender, which I know sounds like really gross. This isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just kind of dirty on the inside. Like, you can see here, like, this is kind of, like, hard to see maybe. It just looks like it has some foundation in it. Like, it's almost like the outside got really clean, but then the inside, like, kind of, like, wasn't as clean. But you can just see, like, a cut, like, the bottom part of it open or whatever. It just looks like there's a little bit of foundation in there. So I guess the moral of the story is that your beauty blender will hold maybe some product on the interior that you won't be able to fully clean because it'll retain it. Obviously, it'll get soaked right through the middle, and when you clean the exterior of the sponge, it won't necessarily clean everything that's in the middle of the sponge. But I'm glad there weren't, like, bugs or anything hiding in there. Honestly, I kind of think that was, like, a scare tactic, I don't know. So basically, buy yourself a beauty blender if you want one, because they are very, very high quality and they will last you for a very long time with proper care. I say with proper care because yeah, if you clean your beauty blender with like Dawn dish soap, it's probably gonna fall apart. But if you clean it with proper soap that's meant for makeup brushes and sponges, or that's meant for, you know, brushes clean, that has good ingredients in it, you won't have any issues. You can keep it for a really long time, and then you won't have to spend that $20 again for like 2 years or however long you feel comfortable keeping a sponge. Like, I want to use stuff up before I go buy more. That is my mission right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna, before I spend any money, use a bunch of stuff that I have. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Alright, so that was the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel. I say this every time, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more active. I can't really make any promises. It just depends on my mood, how motivated I feel, how inspired I feel. If there's anything that comes to mind that I want to film, then I'll film it. And if I don't, then I won't. So, sorry. That's like the most inconsistent thing ever for someone to tell you that makes videos, but that's how I feel. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll hopefully see you guys in my next video. Bye!